Hey everyone, it's Amanda, Monica, or Lumi, and we are here today with a tutorial for our YouTube versary with a new design and our YouTube 1-year anniversary for our miracle bracelet. It is our 1-year anniversary since we started our YouTube channel, Amanda, Monica, or Lumi, on YouTube, and Miracle was our first design on our YouTube channel. And here it is. It is near and dear to our hearts because we named it Miracle after Adam, and we did it in Down syndrome colors after Adam. Also, our Spectrum bracelet is after autism spectrum, and Adam is dual diagnosed with Down syndrome and autism, and both of those bracelets are probably the two closest bracelets to our hearts just because of Adam. And just seeing that this was 52 weeks ago on August 11th, 2014, and it being August 11th, 2015 today, oh my goodness, it's like, oh, we could never imagine that we would be able to say that we would be on YouTube for a year and have our designs and be able to have other people asking for us to do tutorials for their designs. And I just wanted to show you a little montage that we did of the miracle bracelet. And there's our boy. So that is just makes us have tears in our eyes of how happy we are to see the miracle bracelet and how far it has come. So that is our first design that we put on our YouTube channel, and this is the design for our 1-year anniversary. This is what we are calling Valiant Heart. And we are also dedicating this one to Adam. And we call this Valiant Heart because valiant means to show courage or determination. And Adam, throughout his entire life, has had to show courage and determination. When he was born, he had to have a heart surgery when he was months old. He had complications. Amanda had to deal with complications. His father, Andy, had to. Throughout his entire life, he's had to have different surgeries. He's had to have different therapies. He's had to overcome a whole lot. He is nonverbal for the most part, so he has had to overcome that. He still has different things that he has to overcome in his daily life. But he can overcome so many different things, and to just see the beautiful smile on his face every single day and to see him smiling just makes you smile. And to see your all's comments whenever we post pictures of him just makes both Amanda and myself just cry tears of joy, because we know that you all have just embraced Adam and loved Adam and love him just like we do. And you all are as much a part of our family as we are. So this is dedicated to Adam and to all of you out there that love our Adam out here. So this is called Valiant Heart, and we thought we would keep this is actually a really simple design. We thought we would keep this design on 5 pin bars since the miracle bracelet was done on 5 pin bars. And we wanted to make it a little easier, and so that it wouldn't be so difficult, and so that a lot of extra loomers could do these. You will need a 2 pin bar setup for an average length wrist, and this is how the end needs to be set up in the shape of a V. Now today I am going to be doing this exact same color pattern. Now this is the main side, but you can wear it on this side. It will have 3 single chains going up the middle. Now I will say today, instead of using this Persian green or Egyptian green here, I'm going to be using the Egyptian or Persian, I can never remember which one's which, white 600 pack, because I've run out of these green ones. So it doesn't show up that much. It's just kind of a little bit of an accent color. But these colors were actually chosen by one of our dear family members here on Instagram and Facebook that we have come to know in the Instagram and YouTube and Facebook, Miss Artisan Loom. So Trish just told us to choose these colors, and we want to give credit where credit is due, and she knows we love her. So let's get started. So let's see. In here we will be using the turquoise or blue Persian 600. We will be using the purple Persian 600, the black Persian 600, and the white Persian 600. So I'm going to be using 4 colors. You can use more than that, but that is what I'm doing today. And I wanted to do a little side note. Some of you might think that this side border looks a little familiar. We wanted to kind of make it look like our side border on the Miracle bracelet. And somebody said it looks very similar to Feeling Spiffy's side wrap bracelet, and it is a little different from Feeling Spiffy's side wrap bracelet. Her single chain in the middle is free. You can pull it free, and here you cannot, and it's a little bit thicker, and the rest of the bracelet is different. But I did want to note that we do see that they are kind of similar, so we always do like to give credit where credit is due, just in case somebody wanted to say that that was close. So this is one of her bracelets that we made probably when we first started, and it still looks pretty good with Rainbow Loom Opaques. Gotta say, Rainbow Loom, can't go wrong. So this is what the 2 full loom links will look like. It will fit an average wrist. So go get your bands and come on back. So first off, we are going to start with the black Persian zigzag all the way up here, and we are going to do that throughout the entire loom. So we are going to just start at the beginning, and we're just going and doing the perimeter like you would normally do at the beginning of the base, and then you're going to start doing zigzags up each one of the sides like so in the black Persian. And you can do these in the 300 count. I just like that the 600 is a little bit more stretchy. I'm going to continue going all the way up to the very end of the loom, and I will show you how to close it off at the end of the loom. So I'm going to finish this up and I'll be right back. Alright, so I have gone all the way up to right here. So 3 pins down from the 2 outside. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go in on each side and close it out, so that later on, not now, you'll put your cat band there. All right, so let's go back to the beginning. And what we're going to do now is we're going to lay three rows of single chains. And let's start in this middle row first, just since it's all by itself. And I'm going to be using the blue or the turquoise Persian. And all it is a single chain. I mean, that's one of the easier things that we know how to do. And you're going to take it all the way down to where you have the cat band, or where you will put the cat band afterwards. And then on the second and the fourth pin bars, you're also going to put 2 chains. You're going to put 2 single chains. But this is going to be in the white Persian, and I'm just taking it up each one, and it's going to go all the way to the end as well. So I'm going to continue doing these off screen because there's really no point to just keep doing them on screen, because everyone knows how to do a single chain if you're doing this type of bracelet, hopefully. And I will be right back. Alright, so as you can see, I have my second, third, and fourth here at the end, all done in single chains. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way down on my second and third, doing a zigzag. I'm using the purple Persian. And I'm going to go all the way down the pin bars. Doing a zigzag. I'm going to go so far first, and then I'm going to show you. After you go all the way down doing the zigzag, I'm just going to go so far right now. But pretend like I've gone all the way down on the loom on the second and third. On the third and fourth, you're going to do the exact same thing, is you're going to zigzag. But it needs to be done like that. And each time I'm just pushing them down. And I'm going to stop right there because I haven't actually gone all the way down. So what you're going to do is you're going to go all the way down the loom on the second and third. And then after you've done the second and third, you're going to go all the way down on the third and fourth. Alright, I'm going to continue this out and finish this, and I will be right back. Alright, so I went down to the very end on my third and fourth row here last. And before then, I did all of that third and fourth row, and before then I did the second and third row. So now we are going to do something that's a little different. I don't know if I've seen this in many videos, if any. I'm just saying if any, because I haven't watched every single person's video, but we're going to be using this technique in the next couple of our tutorials. We're definitely using it in Towards the Sun, our next original design that we have done, and it's a little tighter, but this one we wanted to do a little bit looser. So what it is we are going to grab 2 of our blue bands, and we're not going to do it on this first pin on the first and the 5th row, but we're going to do it on every one of the other pins except the first and the last pin that we have bands on, because the first and the last pin don't have anything over here to help it hold on. So that is why we are only doing it on every one of the other ones. So I'm literally just dropping these on the pins. I know I've seen this technique in some of the different creatures, like happy foods and stuff, to build up, but I don't know if I've seen it in bracelets, but I could be wrong. That's why we never always assume that it has never been done. And I'm just going to continue doing this all the way up to the end of the bracelet, and then we just have one more step to go. So here at the end, this is actually our last pin to have stuff on it, but we don't have the blue on that pin. So like we said before, at the beginning and at the end are the only places that you don't have the blue little drop bands. So let's go back to the beginning. Our last thing that we're going to do is we're going to do a whole perimeter of the purple Persians again. This is our second perimeter-ish, but instead of doing a zigzag on this one, we're just doing a straight perimeter. A straight perimeter over top of all of those blue drop bands. I'm just doing like a single chain up all of those. So I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to close it out at the end. So I will be right back. I think it's simple enough to see that I have a single chain border going around. So I will be right back. Alright, so I have just laid that border all around. I wanted to show everyone to see, make sure yours looks the same. And then the last thing, but certainly not least, is I'm going to lay a triple cat band right at the point here. I'm using the black Persian if it pops off, and I'm doing a triple cat band just to make it more secure. And then I'm going to turn it around, and I'm going to zoom y'all in so you can see. Okay, so very first off, the thing we're going to do, the very first thing is going to be the easiest thing, and you are just going to loom out that purple single chain perimeter that you just placed. The last step that you just did, you're going to loom it all the way out to the end, the very tip. So you're just going to keep going all the way out. So I'm going to keep going and doing this. I'm sure that you all know how to do this by now. And I will be right back. Alright, so here's the beginning at the very end. So I closed it all up at the tip. So let's go back to the cat band. The next part is also simple once again. We're going to be looming out these 3 single chains. And you're going to need to make sure you go in behind all of those purple bands when you loom them out. Or any bands that are, I just pulled the cat band. Any bands that are on top of them. Because there will be bands. You're just being difficult, aren't you? There will be bands that will be on top of them. And you're just going to pull them back and grab the band. These are just kind of the bands that are going to lock everything in place. So I'm pulling back those purples until I get to the whites. and the same with the blues. Alright, so I'm going to continue to do this. I'll be right back. Alright, I went to the very end with the 3 single chains, the white, the blue, and the white. Now let's go back to the end. Now, I will say this is probably, for this bracelet, which I don't feel like it is that difficult of a bracelet, but I will say that this is probably the more difficult of the steps, only because we went up one row and then up the next, and it was for a reason. It was for, to get it to how it was supposed to look. And if you want it to be a little easier, you can do 2 different colors, like do this in a purple and do this in a green, or do whatever colors you wanted to do. I liked the look on this of how it made it all intricate and weaved looking. So that's why we have it done that way. It all depends on what side you started with as to what side you're going to start with on this side. If you started with the left side on the beginning, which you should have, you are going to start on the left side on this side, which would be the opposite one. If you start on the opposite side, you're going to start on the opposite side here. So if you start on the right side, then you're going to start on the right side here. But I would say probably 99% of you all started with me, which was on the left side, and you all will start on the left side with me over here. And all you're doing is you're going to do the zigzags of the purple with me all the way down one side, and then you're going to do the zigzags all the way down the next side. But the tricky part is trying to figure out the bands in the middle. Alright, so let's grab the first one's the easiest. It's just grabbing it off of the first pin and bringing it towards the middle, and then you're going to pull back that one that you just put on there, which is the easiest one to figure out, and then the next one that's on top should be your one that goes this way, and then you're just going to pull it back over there. Going to grab the next one and do the same thing, and you're weaving them back and forth just like you would any other time. It's just a little bit more difficult trying to figure out the purple, and you're trying to remember which one's on top. I will say this isn't that difficult, but for some people it may be to try and figure out which one's on top. So I'm just literally pulling back that one band that I just put on the middle and grabbing the next one on the top, grabbing that purple one and bringing it to the middle, pulling that one I just put on that middle pin and grabbing the one underneath, and just keep on going. Alright, I'm going to stop here for the video's sake, and I'm going to go back down here, and I'm going to show you from this right side. Pull in, and then you're going to have to pull back some more, and it's actually going to be the bottom purple one. So this side's a little easier to figure out. Grab the purple, pull all the bands back, and grab that bottom purple one. And you're just zigzagging them back and forth. So you continue to do that, and I will be right back. Remember to do all of one side first and then all of the next side. Alright, so I went up the left side all the way, and then I went up the right side all the way with the purple. Yours should look like this. Now we only have 2 more steps to go, and what we need to do first is with these drop bands. This is what we're going to work on. And what you're going to do is they're all on the side like this, and what you're going to do is you're going to pick both of them up. I just used my hook, and you're going to wrap them around the pin. So you're going to pick both of them up, you're going to wrap them around the pin. Make sure that they stay there on the other side of the pin, and you're going to do this on both sides all the way down the loom. Once you do this all the way down the loom, our last step is to do the perimeter with the zigzag, the black Persian. Alright, so I'm going to do so far, and then I'm going to show you what to do. Alright, I'm going to continue doing the rest of the blues here in a second, but I want to show you how to do the zigzag. First of all, you're going to go into the cap band and loom out these first couple blacks, just like normal, and then you're going to do your zigzags. This bracelet has a lot of zigzags in it. I thought it was a good idea to do a very simple design, and the zigzags were something that I felt a lot of loomers could understand how to do. So when you come up to the where you had the drop bands, you just go in and pull the bands back and loom them out just like you would normally. Pulling the bands back, making sure not to miss any of the zigzags. So I'm going to continue doing this all the way to the end of the bracelet, and I will come and back and show you how to close it out. So I just completed the bracelet with the zigzags of the black, and then I completed in with the regular perimeter right here. So now I'm going to take 2 black Persians, and I'm going to go in behind all of my bands. You could have dropped 2 Persians to begin with if you wanted to. I just forgot. It's okay if you want to begin with. And I have it on my hook, and I'm going to grab a large C-clip or a small C-clip, whichever you want, and just put the C-clip on. And this, and of course I don't have half of the C-clip on. Does that ever happen to you where you think you have the C-clip on and you really don't? Now this isn't really a tight bracelet, but what I am going to do, because you don't want to have your bracelet falling apart, like having a band snap, I am going to take the 2 outside pin bars off using my hook, just because I don't want nothing to happen. And plus, with those drop bands, if you're pulling and snagging at them, they could get all wonky, and instead of being like a pretty frill on the outside, they could end up like half of the band could like end up sideways and like one could end up like all the way out, and you just have to fix extra, and that's not necessary. If you can just take an extra minute to do this, then it's no big deal. Alright, so I did that. That took like, what, a minute? And then I'm just taking the first little pins off of here. And so I can have something to hold on to. I'm just going to pull up. And it's not hard, it's just getting it off the loom without breaking it. So, alright, so I just took it off the loom. I'm just stretching it out in the middle, because you do always have to stretch it a little bit. But as you can see, it looks very woven in the middle, and it almost looks like a rug here in the middle, and these are the little frills. Just saying. But this is our bracelet called Valiant Heart. This is our 1-year anniversary bracelet on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed our tutorial. I hope you decide to make our bracelet, our Valiant Heart bracelet. This bracelet will definitely lend its hand to some major blingage, Chidaro and Artisan Loom, and all of our other friends that love to bling. Please, if you decide to make this bracelet, would you tag and hashtag us? You know we love seeing your renditions, all of your different color combos, and also use our tag, our hashtag Loom for a Cause. We found out this week that Rainbow Loom is now has our campaign Loom for a Cause, and they're using our hashtag, and we were just like moved to tears, and we had to email the team, one of the team members, and we're like, I can't believe it, our tag. And they were like, it's just so amazing how 1 year of doing YouTube tutorials has totally changed everything. It's just, we just love our looming family. We love everyone out there that has chosen to follow us and has chosen to do any of our bracelets that we have done tutorials on, or any of our own designs. It just it makes us feel so honored. So please, we love seeing any of your bracelets that you do. Please tag us, and if we don't comment or see them, we are so sorry. We will try and comment and see everyone. If you really like this tutorial, which I hope you did, I really hope you did, because this is our 1 year one, would you please give us a big thumbs up? And if you would like to see more tutorials, hit that subscribe button over there. We have Facebook, we have YouTube, of course we have YouTube, we have Instagram, we have Twitter, we have Pinterest. We are all over the place. The bracelets that I am wearing today are, of course, the Miracle bracelet by us, our very first tutorial here on YouTube. And then I thought it was very apropos to do, since we're doing our 1 year anniversary bracelet, that I would wear our sweet dear friend that we love so much, Suzanne, HB, Crazy Just Might Works, 1 year anniversary bracelet, Hope and Dreams. And the tutorial for her design for her 1 year anniversary is on Loves to Loom's channel. And if you've seen our Instagram, you know we have so many versions of this bracelet that we have done. This is my majorly blinged version, using our dear friend Nick's Haley 22's chaining technique on Artisan Loom's channel. So go check those out. Everyone, we love you. God bless you. Have a great day. We will see you later in another tutorial. Have a blessed day. Mwah. Loom for a Cause, guys.